And just 4 hours from now or so, the polls will be closing in South Dakota. An hour later in Montana, the last Democratic primaries, and we're only minutes away from the first exit poll results. They're clearly nearing the finish line. Barack Obama can almost reach out and touch the tape. Hillary Clinton is not ready to concede, but she may be ready to turn that old dream team talk into reality. 2,118 delegates are needed for the nomination. Barack Obama is only 30 away from that magic number. Hillary Clinton is still 201 delegates away. A total of 31 pledged delegates are at stake in tonight's contest. So it really comes down to the superdelegates. Democratic leaders are pressing the nearly 200 undecided among them to finally decide. Let's go to CNN's Kathleen Koch. She's up on Capitol Hill. Kathleen, some urgent consultations with those superdelegates where you are right now. Update our viewers on what's going on.
Wolf, let me give you the numbers first. There are some 17 uncommitted superdelegates in the Senate, 50 in the House, but Wolf, even from some who have already announced who they're committed to, the pressure is building to wrap this up. When the polls close in Montana and South Dakota, even Clinton supporter Dianne Feinstein acknowledges it's a, quote, moment of truth. She lobbied today for Hillary Clinton to be vice president.
I think the time has come to end the primary, to put the ticket together, to bring people together, and to march forward into the convention.
But a few hours later, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid sent a message to uncommitted superdelegates. There's no rush.
Senator Clinton needs to be left alone. And let's get through the primary process. I want everyone, until the elections are over, and that's going to be sometime this morning, Eastern time, to just stay out of, keep their decisions in their pocket till after the primaries are over.
Reid, himself uncommitted, said he would serve as an example for the others, aides saying he'll announce his decision this week. Montana Senator Max Baucus tells CNN he'll endorse tonight. Maryland Senator Ben Cardin, too, plans to make a decision shortly after the polls close. Colorado Senator Ken Salazar, also uncommitted, predicts most will wait until tomorrow. A few went forward today. House members James Clyburn, John Spratt, and Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick all endorsing Barack Obama. Well, for now, these lawmakers who know and like Hillary Clinton, who've worked with her in the past and likely will in the future, seem inclined to give her time and respect the process, let things wrap up in as dignified way as possible. Wolf.
Barack Obama laid low in Chicago for most of this primary day, leaving it to his surrogates to announce the finish line is in sight.
I think there's a pretty good chance that by the time Barack Obama walks out on that stage tonight, he'll walk out as the Democratic nominee for President of the United States.
There aren't enough delegates up for grabs in South Dakota and Montana to put Obama over the top, not without the help of superdelegates like influential Congressman Jim Clyburn, who broke his silence.
I've decided to cast my ballot at the convention for Barack Obama. I came to that decision because I do believe that he has elevated this campaign.
And we're just getting word of another major superdelegate who's about to switch sides. Carol Costello's watching this story. What do we know, Carol?
Yeah, it's Congresswoman Maxine Waters has now endorsed Barack Obama. She had previously supported Hillary Clinton. I want to read the reasons why to you right now. She said, quote, Senator Clinton has run a superb campaign and has proven to be a hard worker while gaining the support of many key constituencies that will be essential for Democratic success in November. She also says today, I salute Hillary Clinton for her strength and perseverance, and I embrace Barack Obama for his courage and consistency. It is my hope that Democrats can bring our nomination process to a close and come together to win the White House in November. So another superdelegate throws her support behind Barack Obama.
All right, I guess we're going to see a little bit more of that in the next few hours. Thanks very much for that, Carol. Let me just point out, once again, only 21 delegates he needs right now from getting that 2,118 numbers. Watch at the bottom of the screen. You're going to see that number change over the last 5 minutes. It's changed several times right now. He's at 2,098. Right now, it's just gone up to 2,098, so only 20. He right now only needs 20 delegates to go before our estimate of where this contest stands right now.
This is CNN Breaking News.
And that number is changing dramatically at the bottom of your screen right now. Remember, Barack Obama needs 2,118 delegates to clinch the Democratic presidential nomination. It's now up to 2,102, only 16 delegates by our estimate away only within the last few moments. That number has increased dramatically. Several of those superdelegates who had earlier supported Hillary Clinton are now switching. Several of those superdelegates who until now have been undeclared are now endorsing Barack Obama. Keep watching the bottom of your screen. That number is going up. Only 16 delegates needed in order to clinch the nomination. We're watching this story closely for you. And take a look at the bottom of your screens right now. You see that number has just changed once again. 2,106. Barack Obama now has among those super and pledged delegates. He only needs 12 more to get to the magic number of 2,118 to clinch this nomination. Keep watching the bottom of your screen because that number of the delegates, it's changing rapidly in favor of Barack Obama right now. Dramatic moments. And take a look at the bottom of your screen. You can see that Barack Obama is getting closer and closer to getting to that magic number of 2,118 needed to clinch the Democratic presidential nomination. Right now, he's at 2,106. He only needs 12 more delegates, and those delegates have been changing rapidly, coming into his camp over the past several minutes. Keep watching the bottom of your screen. He could reach that number, 2,118, very, very soon. Barack Obama now on the brink of securing an historic title, America's first African-American presidential nominee. More and more of those still undeclared superdelegates are now endorsing Barack Obama by the minute, even before the results are in from today's final two primaries in South Dakota and Montana. At this moment, CNN estimates that Barack Obama has 2,106 total delegates. That's only 12 short of the number needed to clinch the nomination. Barack Obama now only 11 delegates away from clinching this Democratic presidential nomination. Jack, even as you were reading those emails, look at the bottom of your screen. 2,108 delegates Barack Obama now has. He needs 2,118. Wow. So there's 10 more, only 10 more he needs. That number has been changing very, very quickly. He could go over the top very soon.
Before the polls close.
Maybe even before the polls close. Yeah. Probably almost certainly, since the polls don't close before 9 and 10 o'clock Eastern time out there. So these superdelegates are coming into his camp very quickly.
At this point, he's Big Brown in this Kentucky Derby.
He looks like he's got it.
Senator Obama needs just now 7 more delegates to clinch his party's presidential nomination. More than 170 superdelegates remain undeclared. It now appears for your party, Senator Barack Obama, about to clinch the nomination by our CNN political unit's count. He is now 6, excuse me, as we update these, 6 delegates short of the number of delegates, pledged and superdelegates, to win the nomination. So it is, and by the way, we should be very clear, that does not include any of the pledged delegates at stake in South Dakota and Montana's primary elections being held today. And those polls will close at 9 and 10 o'clock tonight, of course.
All right, so here's what we can tell you right now. The number has gone from 6 to 5. Only 5 more delegates are needed by Barack Obama to secure the nomination. We were saying that the superdelegates are either changing their mind or going from uncommitted or undeclared to declared, to committed for Barack Obama. And right now, the number has moved up to 2,113 that he has. He needs 2,118, so he is only 5 delegates away, and this before we've counted any of the ballots in either Montana or South Dakota. He's going to go over the top tonight. The question is this: will he go over the top before the polls close in South Dakota, an hour later in Montana, or will he have to wait for those polls to actually close? Right now, only 5 delegates he needs to achieve that magic number. Candy, the delegate move, you'll be interested to know, is moving once again. It's now only 4 delegates he needs in order to secure the Democratic presidential nomination. Right now, the number that he has is 2,114. He needs 2,118 to clinch the Democratic presidential nomination. He's only 4 shy of that so-called magic number. We're watching this. These superdelegates, some of them are changing their minds, going from Hillary Clinton to Barack Obama. Some others who have not yet declared are, in fact, finally declaring right now. And once again, the magic number 4. Only 4 before he manages to secure this nomination. And that could happen any moment now. It could certainly happen before the polls even are closed in these final 2 contests in South Dakota and Montana. Barack Obama goes over the threshold, goes over 2,118 delegates. He will be the Democratic presidential nominee based on our projections of the delegate count right now. Hillary Clinton, the winner of the South Dakota Democratic presidential primary, but too little, too late. Barack Obama, the winner of the Democratic presidential nomination, and here's why.